Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to read an article entitled Wedding Insurance, What Covered and Is It Worth It? Couples in the US spend an average of more than $20,000 for their wedding and invest over a year planning their perfect day. With so much money and time involved, many people get wedding insurance in case their big day must be postponed or cancelled and in case of any accident or injuries in the event. So what is wedding event insurance? Wedding event insurance, also known as special event coverage, covers the cost for postponing or canceling your wedding. This includes reimbursing your deposits, replacing any no-show vendors and covering any damage or stolen gifts. There are two main types of wedding insurance you can buy. The first is event cancellations coverage, covers the costs associated with canceling or postponing your wedding or event. Liability coverage covers injuries to guests or event staff and damage to the venue for your ceremony or reception. While special event coverage is mostly used for wedding, this insurance can also be used to cover bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, quinceañeras, graduation parties, or any other single-day event that is not open to public. When should you buy wedding or event insurance? You should buy special event insurance before you start placing deposits for your vendors. There are time limits for getting wedding and event insurance. Many companies won't offer coverage more than 2 years or less than 15 days before your event. What's not covered by wedding insurance? The most common exclusion for wedding event policies include a change of heart, payment problems, and bad weather. Your insurance company will not consider the following factors to be valid reason for cancellations or postpone: change of heart, any decision by a bride or groom not to go forward for the wedding, lack of funds, the inability to pay for the venue, vendors, or other expenses associated with the wedding unless this lack of fund is the result of involuntary unemployment. Weather conditions. Bad weather alone is not enough of a reason to cancel your wedding. The only way weather-related issues could qualify for reimbursement is if the weather is bad enough to prevent the key parties or even half of the confirmed guests from reaching the event. And then how to buy wedding insurance? Buying wedding insurance is easy. Compare policies and coverage, choose your insurance company, and then pay a one-time premium for coverage. The first choice you will be asked to make it to select coverage limits. The higher the coverage limits, the greater the cost of your policy. Before you buy a wedding insurance policy, make sure you have an idea of how much coverage you need and which categories you need the most protection for. You can often save if you choose an event insurance policy with both liability and cancellations coverage. Is special event insurance really worth it? Well, having wedding insurance can provide peace of mind to couples preparing for their big day. Not everyone needs coverage to handle the risks of a canceled wedding. If you feel you can afford additional costs, such as losing a deposit or covering damage to your venue, you may not need wedding insurance. Some wedding venues provide catering and other services, reducing the number of vendors and payment. If something were to prevent the venue from being used in the case, you're more likely to be refunded larger portions of your expenses. Consider what you could reasonably pay out of pocket before you need to cancel or postpone your wedding. It's vital for all of the immediate family and active participants to be at the event. A policy might be worth it for you, but if you can afford to pay out of pocket to fix any issues that come up, then it might make less sense to get a wedding event policy. So that's all the article. Bye bye and see you on my next video.